Hello everyone, it's Lottie from Enjoying the Journey, Cancer is a Lifestyle. So today I wanted to talk about my WIPS. As we are heading into the new year, I've said this before, I really want to kind of start the new year off right and with as few of these WIPS as possible. And even if I do, they're most likely going to, go into the new year, I want to get them off the hook as soon as possible. I found that these are just about a lot of my 12 cast-ons that I began. This past year has not been a good year for me to be finishing them up. I actually took forever to do the few that I did. I've just had other things come up, a lot of other challenges and tags and projects and make-alongs that I was involved in, and it just took up a lot of my time. So I kind of just want to I took them out of the bags and I just wanted to put them on the table because I really need to get them done. I don't want to get so backed up that I have like so many projects. What's the point of starting them if you're not going to finish them? And it doesn't stress me out as much as a lot of these projects that I chose happen to be wearables. And I want to eventually start wearing these items, right? So anyway, let's get down to it. There's a few here. Excuse me, a piece of hair. Have cats, you got cat hair. But let me get started with probably one of the easiest ones. And it's going to be a big mess because I don't have project bags, so I had it on the tote. So this one, it was a simple one. And you think that I would have finished it, no problem. These were slippers for around the house that I wanted to put on. We have hardwood floors. And they're in the winter, it's cold, you can feel it. We got carpeting upstairs and we have hardwood floors downstairs, and I don't wear shoes in the house. We don't do that. It's barefooted or socks, but in the winter you can feel the cold. So I wanted to wear some slippers. Now these are ones that my mom used to make for all of us and for the grandkids, and that's what I remember. And in fact, she used to do a triple strand. I'm doing a double strand because I find that it is pretty thick, but she would do a triple strand, and she would knit them, and so they were durable, so I just took 2 strands like a scrap, whatever color. It didn't matter to me what color it was, and I started it. Here's the foot. This is how I started it, and that's as far as I got. I'm going to the heel now, into the ankle thing, and that's as far as I got. And I really thought, honestly, that I would get this done in like no time at all. I really thought this was going to be one of those projects that I was going to boom, but I noticed something about myself, you guys. When it comes to my own personal projects, I put them off to the side because my ministry, I donate to charities, and that is my main focus. And there was always something coming up or a charity that I was working on, and I just was not really prepared this year like I should have been, which is another video altogether. So I ended up postponing and putting aside a lot of my own projects. So something like this should have been done in like 2 days, tops, like no reason, even less. So yeah, that's definitely something I plan to do. Maybe I should do this one first just to get it off the hook. But I actually would love to have them. I remember my mom made them. They were not anything, gorgeous or anything, but they were very durable, and you could wear them and not worry about them getting snagged or, in fact, they're kind of, you can tell that they're really thick. Like I said, I don't know how she did 3 strands, but she did. Let's see, what's the next project that probably the one that I got the most done this year, and only because it took up so much of my room. And it is now this is a dual project on one of my 12 cast-ons that I did last Christmas season, and I decided to do a Frankenstein scrap granny square blanket. I was going to take all my scraps and I was going to put them all like a random Frankenstein look, and use a navy blue to connect them both, because I have navy blue couches, and I do a nice border. And I did, if you remember, whoops, and I made like a whole bunch. Throughout the year I was making them. And then the other part too was I was making one in the granny square, and then the other one for the love seat or the main couch, it didn't matter. I was going to do a solid square in the Granny Frankenstein squares, like different ones, again with the navy blue, and really do a nice border around it. So I did the most work on this one, and I think only because it took up so much of my room, because I had a big bag of granny squares, I had a big bag of scraps, you know, you're always getting, and you know how I love scraps. And I got a lot done on this one. I did put all of the squares together, and I did the navy blue. As you can see, I made it on purpose. I made sure that it had ridges on here. I wanted them to stand out. And I think I had one more row to add on. I didn't have enough. Oh yes, here. I had 3 more squares that I had to add on and make another strip to add, and then do the border. That's as far as I got on this one. But if you remember, and I think this is another one that it doesn't have a lot left to do. It just needs to do the border, and it's going to go downstairs. I really liked it. A lot of people did not like it. They were like, they just could not envision this massive amount of color, but I liked it. I think it's going to look good. So all I have to do really is add that strip and really do a nice navy blue border. I want it to stand out. I want to see that navy blue. Quite a few rows I'm going to go around, because I want this to be like a mosaic, if that makes sense, and right smack in the middle. But you know, I don't want too much craziness. We got to put some subtle navy blue around it on my couch. So that's part 1 of that cast on. The other cast on, like I said, where's my bags, you guys? Because I didn't get very far. Like I said, I made my solid squares. I have yet to put them together. You know, once you put them together, it doesn't take long at all. I know people hate putting them together, but for me it was no time at all to put them together. I just don't know if I have enough squares. Now, I recently, excuse me for turning around, made a whole bunch more, but I am out of scraps now. I did purchase another, you know, I went to the senior center and purchased some scraps, but they're not really, they're mostly full skeins of yarn. So as soon as I get some more scraps, I'll put it together and connect it with the blue. But that's all I have. I should see how much this is, because I really want to throw. I don't want a huge blanket for the couch. I just want something to put over myself when I'm laying on the couch or watching TV and it gets a little chilly. That's another one that I'm definitely going to be finishing up. Sorry for turning around. Again, I'm doing it. Now, let's talk about this next one. I spoke about it briefly, and I have to look almost on my notes here of when did I do this, because good Lord, it's been so long ago. This was a Bagel Days pattern that I was using, and I wanted to make 2 placemats for my kitchen table. Hold on a second. Sorry, I had to get a drink because I was just so parched. But it was a Bagel Day pattern for a placemat. It's another one I thought that I would get done because it's just a placemat, you know. And really thirsty. It's so warm lately. Like it's not even winter. I mean, I know I'm complaining. I'm just complaining. I complain all the time. Where is this? I think this was Starburst. You can see it. It has that Starburst flower. Yeah, you can see it. It's on there. It really does eat up a lot of yarn. So you can see it here, the little Starburst. It does eat up a lot of yarn to make it. But it's a nice, what I would call sturdy, it's going to be a nice placemat. I had some beautiful autumn colors with yarn. Like this is like a rusty orange that I had. I had a forest green like this, and then I had some gold, and you know, and I was really going to make it ornate, maybe in stripes or layers or but for some reason I used up the other yarn. I don't remember. Oh, I know what I did. I made my nephew a blanket and I used up that yarn. I needed some, and yeah, so now I did purchase more of at the senior center. If you saw my last video, I did purchase a few more of these different colors of rust and oranges and golds, and maybe I can fix them. But it was from Bag O' Days, and it was, I believe, the Starburst. I did like the way it looked. You got to get it on the right. Oh, look at that. Very pretty, very ornate. You can see the Starburst flower right here. But it does eat up a lot of yarn. This is something I would love to finish. We have a small table for 2 people, and I would love to use that. Maybe eventually make a runner also for the table. I have an oval table, so I don't know. This is a project that I definitely would like, and I'm sure it wouldn't take me long. Again, it's a placemat, 2 placemats, you know, so I don't know what my problem is. I think I know what my problem is, but you know, I don't want to say what my problem is, or I don't want to own up to my problem. Okay, so let me go on with the next WIP because it's taking too long. This is what, 3rd or 4th? This is the oldest WIP I have, and I have a special project that I'm going to be working on with this one. So I'm going to talk about it at another video. So I don't even know why I brought it up here, right? Let's see, where is my next one? So unprepared for this. My 12 cast-ons. The next one happened to have been a really beautiful blanket that I wanted to make for myself. This is the Mile a Minute blanket that I've always wanted to make, and I started it. I was really excited, and I'm still excited. I would love to have it for my bed. I put 2 of them together already, 2 strands. I think I have another. I have all these pretty pastel colors. Where's my other strand? I started another one. You see, I got another one started in the Mile a Minute. Very pretty. And I was choosing, and I was going to experiment with this, and I was using 4 basic colors, and I was going to keep alternating them to see what design they would do. So like white, so like, you know, whatever color. So I would have 1 in blue, pink, 1 in yellow, 1 in white, 1 in peach. And then I would just keep rotating these colors to see how pretty that would look. If it would make a design. And I really, 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 really loved it. I loved how it came out. I wanted to put this on my bed. I thought it would look gorgeous, something nice for myself. Again, this is going to be a project that's probably going to take me later into the year. And I'm doing a lot of turning around here. You're seeing a lot of my back here. Oops, never mind that. Then the next couple ones were sweaters. So let's see, which one is this? Yes. Sun-Kissed Grove. Is this Sun-Kissed Grove? Is this mine? Yeah. I think this is the sweater that I started with Yarn Bee Sun-Kissed Grove. This yarn. It was from, not this year, last year's clearance. I bought quite a few of them. Look how pretty the colors in there. I thought, what a beautiful sweater it would make. I wanted to make myself a wearable. I started making my sweater from, this is my front, I believe, and this is how far I got. And look how pretty that design is coming out on here. I was so excited. What was the name of this sweater? This is the The V-neck sweater. Yeah, this is one for me. I was really excited. I decided to do it in a double crochet or half double because I wanted it to be, I didn't want no gaps. And this is all I did. This is all I did. That's it. That's it. This next one is another sweater. Where is it? I am so terrible. You guys are probably like, lady. Oh, the Every Girl sweater. And it's done in the blue and gray. Yes. The Every Girl sweater. Which was another, I think this was a Yarn Bee Stripe It in the blue and gray. And this, I did get a lot done on this one. This is for me because I'm a big girl. And I thought this came out really nice too. Same thing, you know, double crochet, single crochet, you know. I don't want no gaps. And I thought this would look just so pretty. Now I'm beginning to think, is it going to be too big on me? Oh my gosh. Really excited. This is all I have. This is one skein right here. This is my everyday girl sweater. And then I did one for my daughter too. Did you guys notice that when you make your sweaters that a lot of them have a, what do you call them? The sizings are either too small than what they say, or it's a little too big. Alright, so here's another one that I made for my daughter as a sweater in the purple. This was the Red Heart purple. I know it's coming out blue. And this is called the, where is it? The Weekend Snuggle sweater. And this was going to be for her. This is as far as I got. And this one's more like a baggy one. If you see the brim on the bottom is more, is bigger. It's going to be more, you know. And I think these are, it's the moss stitch. But anyway, so that's another sweater that I started in the purple. Oh, and then this is a sweater I started working on a project for myself. This is the last one I started, and I ended up, let me see if I can find where the pattern is. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to find, you know, did you ever start something, a pattern, and then you misplace the pattern and you don't know where the heck the pattern is? And this was a top that they actually started. I've never seen this done before in a tutorial. And you would think that it's going across. It's not. You're actually making it this way. So this is the start. So that's your front and back already that you're working on. Okay? And I was going to use this, and I've never really done this, and I was getting kind of, I don't know, I've never made a sweater like that where you start and you have your front and back that you're working on together, and then you put them, and I was going to add on this one, put these two together. This is a Yarn Bee low pill fiber. I can't talk today. And it's in the color Coral. Another one of my clearance. And this is a Coral also. And I was going to put them together, and I was going to work on this sweater. I did have some reservations because of these little gaps. I do not like tops that I have to wear another shirt underneath to wear the top. I like all the nice ornate, you know, that it has these little, but I thought when I did this one, and I don't ask me, I can't even remember who did I use? What pattern was I using? Because it's been a while. It was this year. But I wanted to make a top, and then I kind of like put it down. I was thinking that, well, maybe it's okay, I can get away with these little gaps because I'm going to have it on my side. You know, it really won't be like over my front. I don't know. We're going to see what I'm going to do with this one. If I'm going to scrap it or not and start something else. But like I said, I've never made one where you kind of make the whole front like that together, front and back. and then you connect them. So that was kind of interesting. And if I can even find out which parent I was using and whose. But anyway, I'm going on way too long, and I'm not prepared. I'm umming and humming and whatever. So that's my projects that I want to get off my hook. And I don't mean the ones that you work on every day, because I do have some WIPs that I started, but I know I'm going to finish that in a matter of a couple days or even a week. But these are the ones that my personal project, and I know it's going to take me a while, and I keep postponing them. So I am going to come back with my next video, and I am going to show you my longest WIP. But anyway, I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching and putting up with my unprepared videos. Anyway, have a great day. Bye-bye.